Hey, my loves, it's your girl Corey Love back with another conversation, but this is a very special conversation. It's couples in cinema conversation. So tonight we're going to be speaking with William and Kerri Swift, or do I say Kerri and William Swift? So if you are not familiar with them, you will get to meet them tonight. But before I bring them on, I just want to give a shout out to them for sponsoring tonight's episode with their business, Bill Swift Productions, LLC. So if you're not familiar with either one of them, you're going to get to know them tonight. Stay tuned.
Did they catch me looking at my phone?
I think so.
Think they're going to tell the producer?
I hope not. You might get kicked off.
I was posting her show.
Well, then she might give you a bye. That's okay.
Welcome. I did not have you guys on stage. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the show tonight. Go ahead and let my audience know who you are.
Ladies first.
Kerri Swift.
I like that.
I'm the guy that she drags around. I'm just,
He's my arm candy.
Yeah. Well, some of you guys know me as Bill. Some of you guys know me on social media as William, because no one can seem to get it right in the credits. And other people say captain, judge, or mayor.
Well, yeah.
Just name it. Oh, I was in a jury once before too. So.
So this is how we know you right here. This is
sure. We have very
this is the William and Bill that we know. Check this clip out.
Our goal is to take down Mr.
Captain
Davis, his wife, and anyone else associated with him by any means necessary.
I like that. By any means necessary. Listen, if you guys have not watched the Dirty D series, make sure you check it out on Tubi or also on Plush Production if you're a part of it. Captain is a part of it.
Peacock.
Or on Peacock. That's right. It is on Peacock. You're so right. Now, I know many people know you as captain, or like you said, mayor, parole officer, police officer in a lot of different movies that you've been a part of.
I move around around town here, and a number of times I've been stopped. You're the Tubi cop. Okay.
The Tubi cop. You should say, well, you better not get caught doing nothing you're not supposed to. So not what a lot of people may not realize, they see you on, movies on Tubi, but they don't realize your background, which you have a background in military and carpentry. So tell us how you made that transition from both of those into the acting world.
I'll throw martial arts in there as well, because I'm a second-degree black belt in Tung Sudo. But so right out of high school, I mean, literally graduating in June, in the middle of July, I was on an airplane for Fort Dix, New Jersey. And no, I know what you guys are thinking. I can see it in your faces. The police wasn't following me and chasing me out. No, it was always my dream to go into the military. I spent 4 years in junior ROTC and in high school. In that regard, was successful in what I was doing. Went to the Army for a few years, found out what they wanted to teach me and show me, and then got out, bounced around a little bit, couple odd jobs there, and then I was fortunate to get into the Carpenters Union. Had a 25-year career as a union carpenter, building buildings around Metro Detroit.
Wow.
Everything from, and the funny thing is, and I know we'll get to this later, but the theater that we premiered our film in is a theater that I built as a carpenter.
Wait, the Bel Air?
We premiered our film at the Southgate Cinemas.
Okay.
mainly because, and we didn't do it because I had built it. It was actually we went there and I'm like, I forgot I built this place. But we filmed a lot of it in the downriver area around us. So we wanted to keep the premiere close to that area because we filmed a lot of it not far from there.
Got you. And are you talking about your film, Is It Real?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about it.
So Is It Real kind of ties the two together because as a carpenter and when work kind of slowed down here, I went to school for building sets for movies. And that's where I actually got my first venture into the film industry. I was actually building sets. There's a film out there called Warflowers where if you watch it, all the interiors of Christina Ricci's house, it's a Civil War film, all the interiors of their house, me and my crew built. So once that sort of disintegrated here and I had to go back into the construction world, I started writing. And I literally started writing Is It Real in 2015.
Whoa.
Yes. And I had a short draft of it. It was probably 25 pages ish, give or take. And once I started getting back into acting here, whole nother story, then I got back into that feel for writing. You know, that creative started moving. So I started writing on that again and built it and I knew more. I had more experience. I knew more of what I wanted to put into it. So flushed the entire film out and then we sat on it. I kept writing. I think I have 7 that are fully written now.
7. That's a lot.
Yeah. And one of them is actually big enough. So if the audience doesn't know or yourself, when you look at a script, when you receive a script or you look at it, the industry standard is, in general speaking, it's not an exact science, each page of a script is 1 minute of film.
Okay.
So if you get a script that is 93 pages, the film more likely or not will be roughly 90 minutes
around.
Plus or minus. So the one that I have written, it's called Not Without Them. It's a film dealing with veterans and homeless veterans and addiction and PTSD and a lot of, there's a lot there. It's
well needed, not to cut you off, but that's a well needed film.
Yes, it is.
Looking forward to that.
It's 270 pages.
Whew, that's a series.
So, what I want to do with it actually is, given the blessings to film it, I want to film a trilogy. I want to film the entirety of it and then break it into 3 parts so that you have 3 90-minute films that come out and it tells the entirety of the story. So, but that kind of gets me from high school to when I started my film career, which was literally a post on Facebook, and someone posted that they were doing a casting call. I had never acted before then. I had 1 music video.
Wow, a music video! Now I wouldn't have thought that.
I'm actually in 3. I have 3 music videos.
What did you do in a music video?
In the very first one, I was a security guard for a mental hospital.
Okay.
and I'm trying to get these 2 the people. It was a rap duo, local artists that they were in the hospital and they're kind of causing some ruckus, and I'm trying to get them to calm down. And the one guy hits me and knocks me out and steals my keys.
You remember the name of it? I gotta look it up.
It's called the band was Destroyed. I'll send you the link.
You can send it to me. Definitely send it to me. So you've done music videos. You've been an officer, a parole officer, mayor.
Yep.
I mean, that's just to name a few of them. I know that in the movie, the series A Record in Time, you played a very tough role. I happened to,
Yeah.
be lucky to be on that set with you. And I could tell that I just know, I mean, I could be wrong, but I could tell you just wanted to get it done and keep it moving. You know what I mean? So you can tell us a little bit about that role and how it made you feel at,
Okay.
being
yeah, and
the dad.
because you were there, the dialogue and whatnot. And that was a very, very tough role. They wanted me to say some of the worst things on the planet.
Yeah.
And not to give away anything, but even do there's some really bad things that I thank God I wasn't asked to do, but some really horrible things. And when you're asked to do a role that is so far away from your own character, your own nature, for who you are as a person, you have to go to a different place. And it's one of the things that I'm blessed as an actor, the gift that was given to me to be able to see what the role is, see who the character is, and perform the role. But the thing that a lot of people don't understand is when performing a role like that, it physically hurts.
Yeah. But that's not your style.
Right. It emotionally hurts. You feel, at least myself, because you put so much into a character.
Yeah.
The character has to be real. We've all watched movies and you're like, they're just painting through this thing. And you're like, you can't believe really any of the action or anything.
Yeah.
I want people, if I'm going to play a role, no matter if it's the mayor of Detroit, if it's a New York mobster, or if it's an Irish real estate broker, I want people to understand, and when they see it, that is the person that they're seeing, and not someone trying to pretend. So that role that was tough. It was
it was tough for me, and I wasn't acting it out. Like when I read the script, I was like, he don't seem like, I don't know. And then when we were there, I was a PA, so I'm looking at you, and I tried to stay as far as possible from you. I don't know if you realize that, because it's like you were in a zone, which was like, so I love when I'm on set and I see actors like in their role. And I saw that, but I also could feel that you wanted to get it over with. I knew that.
I did. I didn't want to rush through it. I wanted to rush out and be correct, but at the same time, actors in general, and I think a lot of actors will say this, when they have a lot of dialogue in their head, one of the things they want to do is get that stuff out of their head. But that role in particular, because there was so much nastiness, and for the viewers that are watching, if they're not familiar, it's a show. It's called A Record in Time. It's a series, very interesting series. The series in its sum total is fantastic. The premise behind it, the storyline behind it, of being able to find this record and being able to go back to a point in time that you didn't remember, and then you go back to try to fix it or change it, and what that creates. But when you go into a role like that, and you want to get everything out accurately and correctly, without missing anything, but at the same time, let me get these words out of my head
and get it moving.
It was the night before, and I'm getting into that zone. And I was here in our kitchen. I was cooking dinner. It's one of our blessings around here that Kerri never has to cook.
Listen, Kerri, you are truly blessed, baby.
I am.
I do all the cooking here, but I was cooking dinner, and she came into the kitchen and she just seen this look on my face, and she
Uh-huh.
literally walked in front of me and waved her hand. She said, "Hey, don't go so far that you don't come back, because those characters, they deserve it. They deserve
Yeah.
but you got to come back."
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and
They're
I'll
very
and I'll,
emotionally hard.
Yeah.
I can imagine, and that's one of my questions for you, Kerri. Like, they always say behind a great man is a even greater woman, and that's you, because you're always there with him every step of the way. You know what I mean? I know you do all the paperwork and all that stuff too, but
I mean, so
how do you deal with him when he transforms and becomes someone else? Like, how do you support him during those times before he does a role?
So we talk a lot about what his roles are even before he takes those roles.
Yeah.
So that not only am I under the understanding of what it's going to take for him to go in to do those roles, because you have to have that understanding.
Yeah.
And in order to support him in what some of these roles are, there has to be that understanding of what the role entails and what the script entails.
Right.
And a lot of times when he has to do such as the role for In a Record in Time, it's basically just allowing him to get into that character and supporting him and saying, just, you're going to do a fabulous job.
Yeah.
It's not that it's a character. Just remember it's a character.
Yeah.
And then I just let it go.
Yeah.
Because he has to be there. So
Yeah.
once I see him transitioning into that character, it's kind of, I let him alone.
Yeah.
Until he's done.
Yeah.
And then we go on about,
We'll move on. Yeah.
Again, we still have dinner and we still do all those other kind of things, but
Love it.
It's just, that he's in that mode, and you don't try and have any real in-depth conversation
about it, right? Because it's just the character
that's bothering you at that time, because it's just going to get lost.
Right. Got you.
Yeah, Kerri is very, very great at understanding that part.
Yeah.
Understanding
That's
that.
good.
I'm in that zone, so we're not going to bring up the light bill. We're not going to bring up, any kind of, real in-depth issue.
Yeah.
Anything. It's because, like she said, I'll be going over lines in my head, and I'll be going what I do.
Right.
And then we'll sit down and eat, and I'm still there
in your head.
Yeah.
But we'll watch something on TV, and it's just okay, and it's kind of a quiet night or whatever. But we just move. But then, like the next day, that evening when I came back off of that set, one of the first things Kerri said to me was, "This is the last time."
Yeah.
This is the last time for something like that. This is the last time.
Yeah.
And that's my blessing, is that she could see it, she could read it.
I know. I definitely saw it too. I was like,
Yeah. And then
we know that it's a character and it's a script, but it's just tough, especially in these times. You know what I mean? Right. So I couldn't even imagine. And being that you do all the cooking, Kerri, how do you balance your person? You don't got to worry about cooking. We know that now. But I mean, with everything else, because you work a 9 to 5. I don't want to say a regular job, a 9 to 5, and you're a wife. Are you a grandparent?
Not yet.
Okay. So how do you balance all of that?
We have 4 kids though, so
they're taking their time, as they should. Yeah. So how do you balance all of that?
Well, I'm blessed because I work on a hybrid schedule.
Okay.
So sometimes when Bill needs help with things, I'm able to, on my breaks or I'm on lunch, work around getting him the things that he needs
Mm-hmm.
to be able to do his job as well.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and it's just a matter of timing and organization, really. And I want to support him in everything that he does, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. I'm blessed because he does so much for me that I just want to do as much for him as he does for me.
How many years have y'all been married?
Not
Married.
long enough.
Is that long enough?
Actually, in October, this coming October will be our third anniversary.
Yeah.
We've been together for and
Nice. Love
I
it.
say this until she corrects me. We've been together for a little over 6 years.
Yes.
And
Okay.
after the months go by, she'll say it's 7 now, and then I say we've been together for a little over 7 years.
You better remember those dates now.
I don't remember.
You know, we take those seriously.
Our anniversary is easy. It's October 11th. So 10, 11, 21. 10 plus 11 is 21.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. That's a special date. All those ones.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was easy. But yeah, so we just been, from the,
you can tell you guys are in sync.
We are and I was getting ready to say from the time that we got back together, because actually the film industry broke us up for a short period of time at the very beginning of our relationship, like very
right, yeah.
And then we came back together, and then we just like, okay, this is where we're going. And one of my favorite stories about Kerri, amongst a ton, and I'll make this as brief as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We were on set with the Dirty D, filming season 2. Mm-hmm. We were in a courthouse, and the scene that I was in the courthouse, I had no lines. I was one scene. I was just in the courthouse. Mm-hmm. If people remember the series in season 2, it's when Brick was in court and myself and the chief was in the courthouse. And LB, Lisa Brown, the writer and creator, she comes to me and she says, our police station is available the rest of the evening. And no one's going to be there, so we won't have any distractions or noise. Can we go and do all these scenes? And I think I had 5 scenes that I had to do. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, no problem. I said, but I have to go home and get my wardrobe because I didn't bring all that stuff with me. I came here to do this one scene.
Okay.
So she's like, yeah, I understand. We know what this all has to happen. I just want to make sure that you're prepared. I said, yeah, dialogue and everything is already here. It's locked in. Yeah. At the same time, Kerri's at home working, and I'm texting her and I'm saying, this is what LB wants to do. And so Kerri asked me, what scenes are they? I said, this one, this one, this one, this one. Mm-hmm. Okay. I got home, and when I walked in the door, all my wardrobe was hanging up. Suit. Bags on the suits with cufflinks, watch, bracelet on each suit. Shoes lined up. Mm-hmm. A bag, a cooler full of food, a cooler full of beverages.
Nice.
Literally a 10-minute turnaround from the time I walked in the door, turned around and walked back out and went and did 5 more scenes. And every article that I needed was pressed, bagged, sorted, ready to go in that much time.
And see, that's why he got to cook for you, Kerri.
When you say locked in, that's locked in. That's
I love it.
What is this person doing? Where they need to go?
Yeah.
We're also blessed. We work real deeply with LB and all these different scenes in a different categories. So Kerri has an in-depth knowledge of the entire
what's expected and stuff.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be a part of the Dirty A?
We do a little bit of behind the scenes, and for the show itself, there may be a little crossover, but not extensively.
Okay.
It's a whole different storyline, whole different.
Okay.
Totally different.
The Dirty A is based around a
record label.
A record label.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Leave it at that.
The right place.
So, yes. So
Okay.
it has its storyline. Like I said, we've talked to LB, and there may be some minor crossovers with different.
A little bit,
but
yeah. But now, I mean, I know earlier you talked about some of the, you know, you have 7 scripts and different things that you're going to be doing. What else? Because I know under the production, you have set building and weaponry, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, security too.
I can. Armory is what may be on there, being an armor on set. And
okay.
So that's one of the things, some of the things that our production provides. We have a number of prop weapons that we've gathered over time. A number of the movies that I've been on, we've provided the weapons for.
Okay.
Go back and look at Corruption. All the weapons on Corruption came from our house.
Okay. Nice.
A number of them that's on the Dirty D. There's some other ones out there. So Undying Love, all the weapons came from our house. Black Straits Blues, all the weapons came from our house. So I provide armor service. So it's safe.
Kinda. Okay.
There's some issues that has happened recently that we want to avoid. So we provide those types of services.
Because the prop weapons that he provides are blank firing weapons.
Yeah.
Right. So they have the same weight and feel as a weapon.
Yeah.
They're not plastic. They're not something
it's not a toy.
It's not a BB gun.
Right. Yeah.
So
So those are some of the services that we offer. I'm consulting with a gentleman. I did one stage play.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Don't do another one, but he
was really good at it. He should, but he won't.
He may.
Okay.
But Eugene is getting ready to produce another play, and he wants me to work on the set for his play.
I was just gonna ask you that. Okay, cool.
We're working hand in hand with that one, seeing where he's at with that.
So you still.
And I haven't done it. I haven't done much. I've had a couple of people approach me, but the timing has to be right. Because right now my first love and passion is acting and then producing my own projects. So
that'll be good.
Building things and getting into that kind of thing, it has to fit within this schedule.
What you're doing. Okay. So it's okay. You put this before that.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, before we close out, I always do a game, but I have one more question. What upcoming projects are you most excited about? It could be yours or one that you're working on. If you can share.
For me, Dirty D season 4, of course.
She's excited. I can tell. Yeah, so cool.
We have to find out where Lynn's going. What Lynn's storyline, because and so cool. to sidetrack that just a little bit, that was such a funny thing, because Kerri was just working behind the scenes and she was working with me. She was going over the script and she's reading season 2 and she sees this one-liner for my assistant is literally a one-liner.
When she came in the office, right?
Yeah. It's literally supposed to be one line. And she's like, I can do that. I picked up my phone like, Miss LB, Kerri says you could, and she's like, she's in. And I'm like, you're in.
That's cool.
That turned into the entirety of that scene, which she was in and out of that office several times. Which then boiled into the bonus episode, which then now she's just a full-fledged character. So,
do you want to act, Kerri?
I will only do it for certain things.
Okay.
I've been a background actor in quite a few things.
She's got 9 film credits. She's got 9 film credits.
That's a lot.
I'd have a lot to learn in order to.
She does fantastic.
Yeah.
Be in front of the camera on a larger role. So it's
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I mean, I think it's cool if needed, but it's not something I would like, oh my God, I want to do it. You know how some people are passionate about it. I'm like, I'll do it if I have to. But yeah,
I mean, I have.
I like it. I like being on set. I guess that's what I like. I like being on set. I like the energy that's on set.
Yeah.
I like doing a lot of things behind the scenes more.
That's me. I think it's so much more fun behind the scenes. That's what I think.
I like being in front of the camera. I like the pressure. I like the energy.
Oh yeah. Some people that's just in you. It's not in all of us.
I enjoy it. There's videos floating around when I was on set with Corruption and I'm pacing back and forth in the courtroom, just going over lines and
that's you. I see that.
And then once I get the lines and I know that I'm comfortable where I'm at, I got the flow, and then I start singing.
I was an extra in that one.
And when you start seeing me and you start hearing me sing, yeah, he's locked in. He's fine.
You gone. You good. Okay. This is one scene. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you were getting ready to say something.
Yeah, this is one scene. It's probably an older movie. I don't know why it gives me Godfather in here.
Be his fucking daughter.
Predator.
This is Predators.
What's with all the fucking jokes, huh? And watch your fucking mouth, asshole.
Hey. Take it easy. We're all pals here, aren't we? Beach?
I think that was like such a cool, I like that role. I mean, I've seen you in so many others, but for some reason that one, and I love the movie The Godfather. And so when I saw y'all sitting there, I was like, oh my God, this is so
it's cool. Why I took that role, because I had never done it. I always wanted to do a New York mobster. Let's go back to the barrio. Let's talk a little bit and see what we'll figure this out. If you guys just give me a second.
Yeah.
And so they offered me that role, and I thought it was great because I've never done that. But you had asked a question about what are we excited about? We're pitching around right now, and I got offered a role in Atlanta today. We're talking about that one.
Housekeeper 2's coming out.
Housekeeper 2. We're gonna film that.
Laquita, yeah.
November. For those of you that's out there that may or may not know, I was nominated for
Indie Flicks. Right?
For Best Supporting Actor in Corruption. Go vote, please. We'll talk about that. But we're also pitching.
Thank you. Miguel.
We have a film that we're pitching that I wrote. It's called Through Danny's Eyes. Mm-hmm. It's a crime drama that has a fantastic twist to it. And it's so heartwarming, so touching. The cast, if we're blessed enough to film this, we've pitched it to a few people. We're working on some numbers. Kerri put together, we working on it together, but generally when I say we're doing something, is
Kerri doing it. You sound like my dad and his wife. I think that's just all married couples. It's like,
yeah,
we do. I mean, in a lot of these things, Kerri will put it together, but we'll, like, if we have to research something, I'll go back and research and find things, and I'll send them to her. That way, she's still working, I'm still working.
Okay.
But Through Danny's Eyes is such a heartfelt story about a middle lower class family who finds themselves in a tragedy, and then they get basically bulldogged by the police, and it just gets brushed aside. And
that's going to be in Detroit?
Yes.
Okay.
And then by basically a miracle, if you want to say, we find these angels in our lives, and this police officer comes to the family and gets everything worked out. Just to kind of put it. So it is. The end of the story is very heartwarming, but it's very dramatic. There's a lot of I can say this when in writing it and with all of this the support that I get from Kerri, and she reads everything that I write.
Mm-hmm.
She's cried multiple times reading this script.
Oh.
So it has that kind of heart and feeling to it,
Mm-hmm.
and we're very
Mhm.
excited about it. About getting into this one. If you guys those of you guys that are watching out there in whatever part of the world or country that you're in, if you haven't watched a movie called Is It Real, go watch Is It Real. It's on Tubi. I wrote it, I directed it, Kerri and I produced it.
Yes.
We worked our hearts off on it.
With a crew of 3.
With a crew of 3. I was going to say other parts of our anatomy, but I'm not sure if this is a family show or not, so I won't say. But it is, so go watch Is It Real, because it will.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to watch it?
Yes, I got a chance to watch it. Yes.
What was your thoughts on the film?
I liked it. I just gotta watch it undistracted.
Yes.
That's what I have to do. I realize I definitely, it's not something you can watch when you're everything's going.
You'll get lost with
transitions
in it. You'll get lost. I've had people come and ask, okay, so is this guy, and I'm not going to say it because I want people to go watch it.
Yeah, but, you definitely gotta say. I know, because I was like, oh my God, I was like, okay, but then, oh no, I can't watch it now. So I definitely gotta watch it without distraction. But
yeah,
those of you that are tuning in and those who may be watching the replay, I am speaking with Kerri Swift and William or Bill. What do you prefer?
I prefer Bill.
Okay,
that's what most people call me.
Okay,
William is my surname.
Yeah, because I only knew you as Bill. So yeah,
the reason why I changed it on Facebook. So here, quick story. They never are. But
we still got to play the game.
So my name is William B. Swift.
No period.
Without the period.
Exactly. And people they think that the B is short for something. It's not.
And it's not William Bill.
No, it's not William Bill. It's just a B. And I won't even go into the story behind the B. We'll just leave that alone. So going through films and productions and people not getting it right, I just put on my social media, on Facebook, this is what my name is. Yeah. So when you look me up, you'll see exactly how it's spelled.
Right. And when I saw the no period, I was like, oh, I don't want to ask what it stands for. But I figured, okay, like I always tell people, I used to have my students that would say to me, when they write their name on the paper, they'll just write William. I'm like, no, baby, you're not Madonna. Your name is whatever your first and your last name is. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's probably like maybe a pen name or something. So I didn't.
No, it's my real name, and it has a history, family history behind it.
Got you.
And it's just the letter B. There's nothing else
to go with it.
Yeah. To go with it. It's just B.
If you guys are tuning in, if you're watching a replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. Make sure you go follow Kerri and Bill. And let me put your information in. Make sure you guys follow them on social media and across all platforms, and check out their movie Is It Real? It's on Tubi. It's for free. Make sure you check it out. When you follow them, let them know that you've watched it and what you think about it. And those of you who are live right now, thank you so much for jumping on. And those that are commenting, Miguel, like people are on, but they don't comment, so I wouldn't know who's on. So Miguel, thank you. He said he would love to audition for Through Danny's Eyes. So if you're not already following them, make sure you follow them. I know Miguel is out of South Carolina, but he's willing to travel. So make sure you connect with them, and you never know what'll happen. And if you get in the show, if you get in the movie, you gotta let me know, because I need my video shout out. All right, so we're gonna get ready to play a game. And thank you guys so much for being on my show. I always tell everyone, without you guys, there will be no Corey Love Show. So thank you for that. And without any further ado, it is game time. So tonight we're going to play Would You Rather. I try to play like games like Name That Line, but everybody Most people don't know the lines of some of the films. All right. Thank you, Miguel. He said, I'll shout you out if I get it or not. Yes, even if you don't, definitely let me know. All right. Would you rather? So I'm going to ask you, would you rather two things? You're going to say A or B. So if I said, would you rather A or would you rather B? You're going to say B. And then I'm going to keep going. Got it?
Okay.
All right. Would you rather act as a villain or the hero in a Marvel movie?
Hero.
Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
Ooh.
Oh, that was.
I'd give up internet, but
Right? Gotta be warm, gotta be cool. No. Would you rather be in a reality show or win an Oscar?
win an Oscar.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather be in Mission Impossible or in a movie Castaway?
Ooh.
Wow. Wow, Castaway was so deep in it, and it's.
I love Castaway.
I think I would say Castaway. It's just so deep in how what he had to do with that character to be the only person on set and carry that movie.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
Yep. Gotta be
Mission
good. Yeah.
Impossible because I like the action.
Action. All right. Would you rather have a successful movie premiere or a big payout when the film drops?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
No problem. Would you rather have a successful movie premiere or a big payout when the movie drops?
I think having already had a successful movie premiere, I think I'll take the payout.
Would you rather be underdressed all the time or overdressed when you're not supposed to?
Overdressed when I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef? Which, Kerri, you can't answer. You already have your personal chef. So we'll skip that one. Would you rather have Justin Bieber's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen?
Jay-Z's business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather be
Yeah,
Jay-Z. Would you rather be a prison escapee like in the Shawshank Redemption or a hostage like in Die Hard?
Ooh.
I think I guess it depends on which hostage, because if you want me to play Bruce Willis, let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
But have a great time. Yeah. But Morgan Freeman's pretty awesome. So,
Yeah.
But I think if it was like Bruce Willis, yeah.
Yeah, the Bruce.
Guy
Okay.
bullet in his head because he's throwing coke on the desk. No, thank you.
Yeah. You pass on that one. And the last one. Would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? Ability to move.
I'm going to say telekinesis because honestly, I'm not exactly sure what some people are thinking. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know what people are thinking. Yeah.
Each other's thinking all the time.
We're generally good, but be honest with you, it's sometimes I think it'd be awfully tough to know what somebody's thinking,
Yeah,
and still have to have like say you have to have a cordial conversation, and you actually know that somebody is like,
I don't really like that.
And you hear it like, yeah. I love it. She said that's a good one. Yes. So thank you guys. Miguel, again, don't forget to make sure that you follow him if you're not already following, and vice versa. You guys can follow him, and so he can get all the information that he needs. And again, if you're watching a replay, thank you. Again, if you're rocking with me, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you guys for being on. Go follow William. Go follow Bill and Kerri on all platforms, social media, Instagram and Facebook. Kerri Swift and Bill Swift. Thank you so much. As always, guys, guidance, blessings, and love. Do you want to say anything before I say goodnight?
We said it already, but please do me a favor. Go watch Is It Real? If you haven't watched it already, then let us know what you guys think about it. Send us a message. You can DM me. It doesn't bother me none. Just don't
Streaming on Tubi. And thank you very much, Corey, for having us on your show.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for agreeing. I didn't hear you, Bill.
I said if you've already watched it, go watch it again.
Yeah, I'm about to watch it undistracted. Yes, it's definitely not a movie you could watch with things going on.
But yes, thank you very much for having us on. We really enjoyed it, and
Thank you.
hope to come back again.
Yes, for sure.